This week we will be working on journal writing. So it should be a fun and interesting week. Journal writing is a little bit more relaxed way of writing, and it is a way of just really getting down some information about something that you experienced or know well. So we will be addressing this looking at 6 different things, and when we journal write, we want to make sure that we're not getting too overly concerned about paragraphs and things like that. We just really want to get this information down. So let's go ahead and start looking at these 6 different things. The first is that journal writing is always theme-based. So you're going to pick something to write about when you journal. Whether it is writing about your bicycling trip, or whether you're writing about your football game, or whether you're writing about a holiday get-together. The journal writing does need to have a theme, okay? Now, how to hit a home run has been a theme that we have talked about. But this is more of a thesis, so you're not going to write it that way. When you journal write, you're writing more in the fashion of telling about the time that you hit a home run. Okay, so this is writing about a personal experience. So you'll be writing about something that you have experienced. So you may have the theme of home run, but it's not how to hit a home run. It's telling the story of you hitting a home run. So this is going to be more about you. The next thing that we need to address with journal writing is that it needs to be chronological. It may include story-like elements. It may sound kind of like a piece of literature or a story, but it does need to have a chronological or a first this, then that kind of approach. So you will be using order words and transition words to make the flow of journal writing smooth, because you're not going to, you're going to want to make sure that the reader understands what's coming. This is first, this is next. So you want to make sure that you are ordering things chronologically. And you want to begin at the beginning. You don't want to tell me the ending and then go back and tell me how you got there. You're really going to start at the beginning and tell me the story of the bicycling trip from the very beginning. So it's important when you journal write to begin at the beginning. The third thing that we want to remember when doing our journal writing is that we want to be very descriptive. Okay, you can see there under descriptive scenes it says takes the reader back to the setting. So if you remember back to the lessons when we were working with the shovels, we really wanted the reader to see what we are seeing as the writer. So when you're the writer, you want to express well enough to the reader that they are picturing in their head pretty much the same thing you're picturing in your head. So your reader should see what you see. And also you're going to go back and use your shovels. Okay, I will even attach underneath this lesson the shovel example page again, so that you can get some examples of adding in those adjectives, adding in those adverbs, adding in those transition words, adding in prepositional phrases, because all of those things, all of those shovels are going to help your reader see what you see. So we want to use those shovels again. Okay, so those are the first 3. Theme-based. Okay, your journal writing needs to be about something. You need to write it in order from beginning to end, and you need to make it very descriptive. The next 3 things in journal writing is human significance. That means that the details may include a conflict or show deeper purpose. And to explain that a little bit better, basically, you are showing the human side of the experience. You're showing the emotion that happened during that experience or during that event. So don't be afraid to, in your journal writing, make sure you're describing how it felt. Was it sad? Was it happy? Was it exciting? So your emotions need to be described in this journal writing as well. You can also be describing something that you learned or the outcome, because in all of our human experiences, there's an ending to events. So you can explain how that ended, what the outcome was. Was it good or bad? So this human significance of emotions and outcome are very important in journal writing. Next is first person. This usually comes very naturally to writers, and what first person means is you're writing it from your perspective. You're not, it says tell as outsider watching the event. You're not standing on the outside looking in, writing about it. You are actually engaged in it. Okay, so you are not standing out writing about something you're watching happening. You're writing about what's happening to you. Okay, tell as the person experiencing and in the situation. Okay, that's how we're going to tell this. So you will use words like I, my, me, we. You'll be writing this from the first person. I went on the biking trip. I popped my chain. I spent, okay? Now you're not going to want to start every sentence with I, but you will be using the word I in your journal writing. I went bicycling on the bicycling trip, not long down the trail. My chain popped. My friends Bob and I worked very hard. We got the chain back on, but we were covered in grease from getting the chain on. So you can see chronologically there, the chain pops, we're working on it, we get it back on. I am involved, we are involved, so you want to make sure that you are using the first person there. Next, you want to have a clear purpose. You are either informing somebody and sharing with them. It says there to express, to share, to entertain, to inform, to explore. When you are journal writing, you just naturally, given the topic you're journaling on, you will fall into one of these categories, and you want to kind of maintain that category. If you are informing me of something, don't go off on a tangent and share an extra little story. Just inform me of what happened. So when it says clear purpose, basically what it's saying is no stray tangents. Just stick to what you're originally telling me about. If you're telling me about the bicycle trip, tell me all about the bicycle trip. Don't go off on a tangent about the fact that you rode by a flower and, this flower is a unique flower. It only grows every 3 years, and it's orange, and it's this and it's that, and don't go off on a tangent about the flower that you saw on the bicycle trip if the journal writing is to be about the bicycle trip. You can mention you saw the flower, but it shouldn't be a whole bunch about it. So no tangents. Stay clear, stay to the purpose that you're originally wanting to write about. Don't change from sharing to informing to exploring. Just stay with the same topic. So don't do that. But pick a purpose and stick with it. Okay? So that is what you want to do with your purpose. So no tangents. So this week is not going to have a whole lot of assignments, but one thing that I do want you to print out is I will be attaching in the classroom. This printout, it says poster journal writing. It's just a paper size. It's not, but I want you to have this on hand as you're writing your journal so that you have these 6 things to be sure that you're doing. This will just be a good guide for you to make sure that you're sticking to these 6 things, that you are writing theme-based, chronological, descriptive, that you're adding in human significance, that you're writing in the first person, that you're staying clear. So I want you to just kind of print out this paper and have it there beside you as you write your journal writing to keep you kind of on track. The next thing that you will, so basically I just want you to print this out for reference, okay? There'll be no work that you'll need to do on this. It's just for reference. The next thing that I want you to do is this journal writing. So we're going to just jump right into it. And so for assignment 1, I just want you to tell me the topic that you're going to write your journal entry on. And for your second assignment, I want you to complete this journal entry. So you'll have a typable file that you can pull up, and you can fill out those lines at the top there, and then in the blue box there, there'll be another typable area, and I just want you to go ahead and write a nice journal entry about the topic that you told me you're going to write about in assignment 1. So whatever it is that you want to write about, but pick some experience, something that you went to, did, enjoyed, something that is personal experience to you. And I don't want you to worry too much about paragraphs. And as far as spelling goes, make sure that it is able to be read. So do the best you can with spelling, and do the best you can with punctuation. But I really just want to make sure that you're getting all of these 6 elements built into your journal writing. So that is assignment 2. So assignment 1, just post me a comment and tell me what your topic is. Assignment 2 is to go ahead and pull up this typable homework assignment and get this done. Get your journal entry written on that topic you told me in assignment 1. Then for assignment 3 this week, okay, I'm going to give you the topic to write on. And if you can see there, it says, if I was 25 years old, I would. And I want you to continue this prompt. Okay, so this is also a nice way to do a journal entry. And so this will be your assignment number 3, is to complete a journal entry about if I was 25 years old, I would. So I need you to go ahead and do that assignment 3 as well. So journal writing can be really much more relaxed. I don't want you to stress over these. So just tell me the topic you'd like to write on for assignment 2. Then do a nice little journal entry for assignment 2. Then for assignment 3, I want you to do a journal entry about this with this topic. If I was 25 years old, I would. So very interested to see your answers and to see your journal writing. If you have any questions about this assignment, let me know. And just have fun with it. Be descriptive. Let me know how things felt. And just relax and just get some ideas down in this journal writing. As I said, if you have any questions, just send me a message.